Hey, what's up YouTube? I have not made a video in a long time. I used to make videos about skincare and things related to that, but something happened to me and I stopped making videos, but there was something I did want to make a video about. It's been on my mind for a couple weeks now, so I thought I would just go ahead and film a quick video. Why not? And weirdly, it has nothing to do with skincare. It has to do with Indiana Jones and this action figure line, Adventure Series action figure line, which is a 6-inch action figure line similar to the Star Wars Black Series line, the G.I. Joe Classified line. Just a new thing from Hasbro in the 6-inch series, and it's very exciting. Of course, there's like a lot of optimism around the community of the Adventure Series. People are already speculating, what will the 6th wave be and that sort of thing, although Hasbro has sort of hinted that there will be only 25 figures in this line, and those 25 figures have basically been announced. Sadly, several of them from the next wave will be from Dial of Destiny, which is predicted to be a disappointment in the box office, and Hasbro has also indicated that if Dial of Destiny doesn't do well, then they will not continue this line. So there's not really like a lot of hope, but there is some hope that this line will continue. A lot of people are comparing this to the 3 3/4 inch figures that came out with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I did collect a few of those. A lot of people said that was a really disappointing line because they thought there was a lot of potential there, but they never really fulfilled the potential of that line. I know a lot of people who are collecting the retro figures as well. I'm not really into those size figures, but I love 6-inch figures. As you can see, I have quite a collection of Black Series figures, and I really enjoy collecting those, so I was very excited about this. These are all in the new windowless boxes that have come out. The new Black Series are also in windowless boxes. I'm not sure about classified because I don't collect classified, but I think when I first bought these, I was going to open them, I was going to unbox them, but I actually found that I really like the box art, and I know somebody suggested we'll just keep the boxes, but I don't know, I just really like them in package for now. The 2008 figures that I collected, I actually kept them in the packaging. One of them has really appreciated in value, so you just never know. I do have a couple of exclusives, Club Obi-Wan, Kashim, and I've pre-ordered most of the other figures except for the Dial of Destiny figures. I just really don't have any interest in, so even if we do only have a 25 figure run, I'll probably only have 20 of the figures, but I do really enjoy them, and I do wish that they would continue this series. There is just an amazing potential here for so many figures. I feel kind of exhausted on the number of Indiana Jones that are coming out. I feel like we could get a little more diversity in the series. I'm also disappointed that we're getting so many Dial of Destiny figures, but not any Kingdom of the Crystal Skull figures. So I know that that is a controversial film. A lot of people hated Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I didn't hate it. I actually enjoyed it except for a few aspects. I thought there were a few parts that were kind of cringy, especially the jungle chase scene, but I thought Moat Williams was actually okay. I didn't hate Mutt Williams, and I saw a lot of potential there with that character for growth. You know, it's sad that the actor himself sort of went off the deep end. he shall not divide us. But I still think there's always a redemption story. Everybody has a chance for redemption, especially in film. So, I mean, you just never know what could have happened. And so I do think we've all heard the spoilers for Dial of Destiny, so we know that Mutt Williams is killed off screen, just sort of like Henry Jones Sr. was in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And I think that was just a huge mistake. I think it would have been better writing to just have him serving in Vietnam instead of having him already killed. Like even without including him in the film. So of course you can always recast somebody later. It's not like recasting Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones, but you could always have recasted Mutt Williams as an older actor who had tremendous growth because of his experience in the armed forces because of his experiences in that war. And of course, but instead of doing that, instead of even leaving that option open, they just completely killed him off, and I thought that was just a total waste. So a lot of people have been speculating what will the last figure wave. All of these come with like a little extra piece. They're called the build and artifact, BAA. And for the first wave, you built the arc. That's actually like was one of my main reasons I wanted this to start collecting these figures. Like I saw somebody had posted in one of the Facebook groups I'm in, they had got the first wave of figures and they had built the arc, and I thought the arc was just like too cool. Like it was so cool, this arc. And but of course the only way you could get the arc was if you bought the figures and built the arc. So I had to get the figures and build the arc. The next one is the Temple of Doom skull with the glowing rocks in it. I guess I don't know what the scientific term is. And then there's a Hasbro Pulse exclusive that has the altar, I guess you would say, from Raiders of the Lost Ark, from the intro scene, which is kind of cool. It comes with the whole thing. So a lot of people have speculated what will the build an artifact be for Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And I've seen like several YouTubers say like it's gonna be like an oversized chalice, the cup, and that's just really the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, especially when we look at the boxes. Like it pretty much, I mean, I really haven't heard anybody say this, but I mean, what that's not the only artifact that they go and look for in that film. They spend a good majority of the film looking for another artifact, which is the tomb of Sir Richard. And here, even on the box, it's depicted them finding the tomb. So if we're going to build an artifact, I think that's would be the better artifact to create, would be the tomb of Sir Richard. But of course, this being Hasbro, Lucasfilm, it's probably going to be something stupid. It probably will be like an oversized cup. I mean, it's totally stupid, but I really, I'm totally kind of losing faith in this company in a lot of ways. And it does disappoint me that they've said that unless Dial of Destiny does well, they are not going to be continuing this series. That's ridiculous. There's even been some comments from Bob Iger that, they don't make movies for fans, they make movies for customers. And I'm kind of baffled as to what a customer is. I do understand sort of what they mean, like by the difference. There is a difference between a customer and a fan, because you can be a fan of something without ever supporting the fandom financially. Like there's plenty of people that love Indiana Jones but will never buy an action figure, will never buy these toys for their kids or for themselves. They'll never be interested in the collectibles or things like that. But to say that everybody who criticizes this movie is either like a bigot or a sexist or hates women or isn't actually a customer is a little bit disingenuous, especially as I look around at my massive Star Wars collection. If I'm not a customer, who is a customer? What is a customer? It's very baffling to me. But I'm just a person. I'm just one customer. And one thing I can say, having watched Black Series for many years and seen the releases of that throughout the past few years, the fans truly have spoken on that. You see that when you go into any big box store and look at the pegs. Not only that, with the May the 4th releases this year, I believe, like, even though I was very disappointed, that's a whole nother video I actually would like to make talking about Black Series, but the fans truly did speak on that this year and last year, and I feel like we got a lot of great releases for May the 4th, even though they were literally all pre-orders that we're going to have to wait months, and in some cases all, a whole year for to even see. Not a single Black Series that was put up for pre-order on May the 4th hasn't come out yet, though I have seen reports that some of them have arrived in the United States and are maybe preparing to ship. Like, who knows? We'll see. Right now I'm most excited about this Indiana Jones Adventure series, where you should be getting that Hasbro Pulse exclusive in just a few more days. and the next wave very, very soon. And so that's very exciting. The only one that I'm missing right now that I really want, which I think maybe some kind of Taiwanese eBay exclusive, I don't know, is the Map Room Indy. And I honestly, I'll probably end up ordering it from Malaysia or Taiwan. I don't know. I usually do not like to order from overseas. I think it nearly every time I've ever ordered from overseas in the past 5 or 6 years, it's just been a nightmare of waiting. Oftentimes the package not even arriving. I do have great faith a lot of times in eBay sellers with 100% feedback, so if that's the only way to get it, I will go that route. But there's also a lot of toy shows coming up, so you never know. Now, Club Obi-Wan Indy was such a nightmare to obtain. Target, it was a Target exclusive, and I pre-ordered it well in advance. And it literally, I was in Target a couple months ago, and I saw it on the pegs. And I didn't buy it because I had it on pre-order, and I thought, well, my pre-order must be shipping very soon, so I logged into my Target app, and there was no update about that. And I even contacted customer service, and I was like, do we have any updates on when this pre-order will be shipping? They're like, literally no date is posted, but it's on the pegs, and they're like, they were very condescending. I mean, I know it's just a toy, but when you're a collector, you know, like, what, why wait, like, unless you have to? So mainly I want to know, like, well, should I live an hour away from Target, so it's not like a simple matter of just like running back to Target to pick it up. It would be like a week or two before I even got back, and then of course this is a Target exclusive, so there's every chance that it will be gone from the pegs by that time. So I waited a week, and then I asked again, and they said, oh, within 7 to 10 days. Okay, so then a couple days later, for no reason at all, they canceled my pre-order. Like, they just canceled it. And that was infuriating because it was still available to pre-order on the website. So I placed a different pre-order, and everything was fine. But of course, I'm still waiting, and it's still on the pegs out there. Thankfully, my friend Gary, he just went and picked me up one off the pegs. And when I saw him at Joe Fest, I just paid him and then canceled my pre-order. What is the, like, it makes absolutely no sense. And it really makes you not want to ever pre-order. I mean, like, a lot of people are not pre-ordering anything from Target, period. They're just buying it in the aftermarket, and that is probably the route I'll start going, because not only did Target cancel my pre-order for no reason, not only did they let this hit the pegs before the people that had pre-ordered got theirs, but then I had actually paid for that first pre-order with a gift card. And I had to contact customer service 3 times to get my gift card refunded, 3 times through the chat. And then after going through the chat 3 times, they basically told me, well, we can't help you, but you can call this number. And when I called the number, they were finally able to help me and refund my gift card. So, I mean, that in itself is just so frustrating. Like, they just really kept giving me the runarounds. Oh, your gift card will be refunded in 7 days. Oh, just 5 more days. All I can say positive about the experience is that they did give me an extra $5 during one of those chat conversations. They were like, oh, you know, for your trouble, here's an extra $5 gift card. So, I mean, that's great, but to be honest with you, because I have no interest in placing any more pre-orders through Target, I had trouble even spending the gift card that they gave me, and I ended up ordering school supplies for my son, and I got a goofy little golden book. I can't wait till it arrives, but of course shipping is taking forever. That is called I Am a Clone Trooper, so that's dark. Can't wait to read that banger. I Am a Clone Trooper. But I'm truly hoping that this series will go on past 25 figures. There's so much potential here. Of course, everybody's hoping for the German mechanic and all kinds of cool stuff. I personally would love to see a Mutt Williams, like, why not? And I would like to see Marion in the white dress, of course. I can't remember if we're getting Willie Scott or not. Maybe we are, but of course I'd like to see Willie Scott in both her outfits and both of her costumes. I know we're getting Elsa. I'd like to have her in multiple costumes. I did say I had Indy fatigue, but I do think somebody did suggest an Indy in his in the costume he wore where he had like the two small coat or the whatever coat on where his ticket, I guess you would call it tickets please Indy. I think that would be fantastic. You know, that sort of thing. So one thing that I think is cool is that we are, like, at first I was really disappointed, like, why did we get Balak in his priest wear before we got him in his really iconic white suits? But we are getting him in a 2-pack with Marcus Brody in the iconic white suit, so I'm glad for that. But I also would like to get him in his Explorer wear that he was wearing in the intro to the film. So the other one that's not announced, that there's no announcement that we'll ever get, is my number one on the wish list, which is a River Phoenix figure of young Indy. I think it's really going to be a real shame if we don't ever see that figure. So, but, I mean, who knows, because there's a lot of figures in the Black Series that we've never seen. Cursed figures, but again, that's a whole nother video. Anyway, thanks for watching. There'll probably be a few more videos. Obviously, I can talk as much about toys as I can skincare. So, peace out. Talk to you later.